Marlins reeled in the biggest catch in MLB history. Go figure.
And neither Tom Brady.
And I'm Jeremy Vandroff. We start off tonight in Indianapolis, where the Red Hot Pats and Tom Brady squared off with the AFC leading. Here you go, Andrew Luck doing squats. Never skip leg day, kids. Here's Brady on the play action, hooking up with Tim Wright in the back corner of the end zone. It was a night of unlikely heroes for New England. Case in point, here's Jonas Gray getting it done, pounding the rock inside, and he wasn't done there. Here's Gray again, taking the plunge into the end zone. Gray finished 201 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. Somebody give this man a game ball. And to top it all off, and to absolutely ruin my fantasy football hopes this past weekend, Gronk makes one man miss, makes another man miss, leaping into the end zone. Enjoy it, Gronk. You are a beast. Pats win 42-20. It's a rare occasion when the Saints lose in the Superdome. But dropping 2 in a row? Come on, man. No way, right? But New Orleans was on the verge of that Sunday as they hosted the 6-3-1 Cincinnati Bengals. Marvin Lewis, Sean Payton talking. Marvin Lewis saying, I don't know about the visor. I don't think I could pull it off, really. Here's Andy Dalton getting things going in the red zone, hooking up with Jermaine Gresham, reaching for the goal line, and the ball is loose. I got it. No, wait, I got it. No, wait, I got it. Oh, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned scrum here. Referees come in. They decide that since he gets the ball back, in fact, Jermaine Gresham comes out on top of his own fumble, says, who cares? I almost cost the team 6 points. Check out my swag. Later in the game, Andy Dalton, the red rifle, dropping back, floats one down the sideline, and when the guy gets the ball in the end zone, that's a touchdown. Bengals win 27-10. For more on the Patriots and who wants the NFC South more or less, we welcome in our NFL correspondent, Malcolm Kellner. Malcolm, who ultimately comes out in the putrid NFC South? Well, believe it or not, it's been 10 long years since the Patriots last won it all. Thanks, Malcolm. Good stuff.
Thanks. Anytime.
Coverage outside Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland is quickly becoming a college game day type event. And why not? With LeBron and the Cavs welcoming the San Antonio Spurs to town, the Spurs spurned LeBron's hopes for a title in Cleveland in 2007 and ruined his shot at a three-peat last season in Miami. A possible NBA Finals preview going down at the Q. Hulk Hogan firing up the crowd, although he did this last week in Golden State, so I'm officially labeling Hulk a bandwagon fan. That's right, you heard me, Hulk. All right, enough. Let's get to the game. Miss shot there. Kevin Love gets the outlet to LeBron. Whoop, whoop. Smooth, number 23. That's why he came back. Here's LeBron again. Gets inside the lane. Dishes to Anderson Varejao, and that's what the people paid big money to see. Number 17 making big-time shots. Here's LeBron again. And again, he dishes to the big Brazilian. Get buckets, AV. Spurs would come back to take the lead, though. Up by 2, Manu Ginobili misses a free throw. LeBron gets the ball with 7. They have a timeout. LeBron says, I'm going to put the team on my back, but he dribbles into Tom Duncan's legs. Spurs win. That turnover costs the Cavs the ball game. On the way, no good. She's 1 of 3 from the line, but Emerson leads 18-5. Ashby pressures up front. Ball pushed up by Chanel Nardone. She finds Champeau, held scoreless. As we've mentioned several times now, she is their leading scorer, so Mount Ida is going to depend on her if they're going to get something going, but she dribbles it out of bounds there.
Well, no one on the court right now has any points for Mount Ida, Jeremy. They're trying to get a couple new fresh faces in, try and spark some offensive production because, Emerson's playing relatively well, but what Mount Ida needs is to score some points.
This is Molly Alkenberg. Oh, swatted from behind. I think it was a combination of Johnson and Duthie. They said, don't bring that Kool-Aid to a grown man party. Johnson, they're feeding her down low. She gets to the line again. Charlie, as you pointed out, she lives on the free throw line. This is a system that seems to be working for Emerson right now.
Well, the problem is, Jeremy, is Emerson's just too big right now. I mean, you've got Olivia Still in there. You've got Kelsey Johnson, who, as we said, just went to the line. And you've got Sierra Ducey. And if you look at the Mount Ida squad, they just don't have enough height on the floor to guard these guys.
More substitutions on the way. Emerson brings in Marissa Noble.
You're seeing a rejiggering of the roster. They're going to try and contain Kelsey Johnson a little bit more, push the ball outside. You know, we have 1-3, and that was Emily Cameron about 9 minutes ago. But Emerson actually hasn't been that productive from the three-point line.
Update from 9 minutes ago, Chuck.
Well, that was the last 3 that Emerson made. I mean, they realized, you know, we should be pounding it a little bit more inside to some of our bigger girls, and that's what they're doing. And Kelsey Johnson gets to the line. She's a very good player. They're going to sub Kristen Bryce and Kat Cloutier back in just a moment.
And that's not good for Mount Ida because they're struggling against the Emerson reserves right now, and now they're bringing in the size and talent of Cloutier and Bryce, 2 players who have already had their fingerprints all over this early game, as that pass is swatted away by Angelique Martinez, the 6-foot sophomore out of Taunton, Massachusetts.
Yeah, no need for careless passes like that. I mean, Emerson's lucky that they're going to get the ball back.
I'm not sure it was a careless pass, just rather a good play by Angelique Martinez.
It was a good play by Angelique Martinez.
We'll agree to disagree.
Let's give some
that
credit
ball
to
spins out.
Angelique. Angelique's parents, I'm sure, are listening to the broadcast. If the Martinez family is huddled around their radio right now or their computer set.
Hey, the radio? Who do you think you're, FDR?
Well, I'm billing our broadcast as a fireside chat, a courtside chat, if you will.
This 3 on the way, no good. Too long from Nardone. Now Ida can't get a 3 to fall. It is 18-7. It was 18-3 at the timeout, if I'm not mistaken, or 15-3 at the timeout.
Yeah, as they pounded inside to Kristen
Charlie,
Bryce
you're getting updates. People are appreciating your musical theater references.
They really are. You know, I think that's what the Emerson Channel broadcasts lack is musical theater, punchlines, references, you know, recalling some of the great plays of our era.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure this is a game that Tennessee Williams would have loved.
You know, he was actually a big basketball fan.
That's actually... He would have loved this game, and speaking of things that you love, it's this Emerson offense. They're moving the ball so well. Easy bucket inside, just can't go. Martinez, good defense down low.
Yeah, that one, Marissa Noble had a wide open lane, just couldn't convert. But, you know, she's warming up. She hasn't been into the game until just now. I'm interested to see what Olivia Still can do. She's a very dynamic player, also a freshman. She's a sophomore, but a young player along with Easton Ashby. Can play really any of the positions. You can put her a guard, point guard, small forward, power forward. She's a really good player. I'd like to see what she can contribute.
Well, you see them double Martinez down low, as we've said. One of their only size threats for Mount Ida. Emerson quickly negating that by just bringing a double team to Martinez. She puts the ball on the floor here, tries to kick it out. This is Leota up and in.
Yeah, nice little bucket there. I mean, all of Mount Ida's buckets have been scored by bench players so far, except for Imani Bumpus. But, yeah, the lead is cut down to 9. I mean, Emerson should be getting out to a bigger jump.
You're right, Charlie.
In this first half.
Emerson has thoroughly outplayed them. As that goes, that's only a 2. Still a beautiful shot from Kat Cloutier. Kat Cloutier's mom on our pregame show with an interview with Jillian, she talked about loving the Emerson Channel broadcast when the team is away, or she can't make it to games, excuse me. But she made a good point about this Emerson team, saying that a few years ago, Cloutier's early years, this team was rather inexperienced, only had 8 players, fatigued really doing them in. Now if you look, it's a beautiful mixture of talented older players, veteran players, and young stars, as the 3 is cashed home by Still. Charlie, you were wondering what she could do. Well, there's a 3-point ball. Getting back to Cloutier's mom, she said this team now has plenty of depth, a terrific companionship of veteran players and young, exciting talent. And you can see why this team's 5-1 as they lead 23-9.
Yeah, Olivia Still and Kat Cloutier with back-to-back beautiful, sopping wet shots there. And if they can get those strokes going, I mean, it's going to be a beautiful game for Emerson. I mean, they scored 23 points already. They could be scoring 30, 40 if they're minimizing turnovers, taking smart shots, high percentage shots. As you see that brick off the side of the backboard there.
Interesting little tussle there between Cloutier and Caitlin Jesse. You saw the ball go up there, Charlie. The two of them jostling for position. They seemed so intent on boxing one another out. They made no movement. For WEBN Boston, I'm Jeremy Vandroff in Phoenix, Arizona. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has faced the media sparingly this year, to say the least. And when the commissioner has made himself available to meet the press, he hasn't exactly gotten rave reviews. Today, at the Super Bowl press conference, the commissioner spoke about his tumultuous year.
Listen, it has been a tough year. It's been a tough year on me personally.
For WEBN Boston, I'm Jeremy Vandroff at the Patriots Team Hotel in Chandler, Arizona. Well, the NFL has a player health and safety press conference on the docket this afternoon, and with the issue of concussions being such a hot button, we caught up with Vince Wilfork, who's not only an All-Pro, but a father of a high school football player.
Let me tell you something about the concussions, and it's just my opinion. When we sign up for a sport, we understand what we're signing up for. So it should not be never a point where a ball player put everything and point all the fingers at the concussions, because I think it's bull crap. I think when you sign up,
You're known chicken dance in your day. In your opinion, what's the best dance you've seen out there recently this year? Who's got it going on?
I have to go with Antonio Brown, a receiver out of Pittsburgh, a Pro Bowl receiver. He's got some motion in his touchdown celebrations that I just cannot mimic. I can't.
You know, it's a huge honor to be nominated for this award, and we're very excited. We've been doing a lot of work in the community, and we just try to make as big of an impact as we possibly can, and we just try to affect the lives of these kids in a positive way, and that's what it's all about. We're in a platform as the NFL players that we can make a difference, and it's up to us to do that.
What does that mean to have that 4 Super Bowl ring, such an elite group?
It cements everything. You can't argue against 4 Super Bowls. I mean, people can say something about Joe Montana, and they say, well, whatever, 4, it's over. All arguments are done. So Tom, I know, has been chasing that for good reason. He's earned the right to be here. It's amazing. He's been here 6 times. I'm in awe of that. He is an all-timer, and so these are the games he knows that if you're gonna do something great, you got to do it tomorrow. No one knows that.
I think Seattle has a heck of a defense, but Tom Brady's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play the game, and I don't care if it's 14 pounds pressure, 10 pounds pressure. Tom Brady's going to make it happen.
What is the one thing you're looking forward to most once we kick the football off tomorrow?
The start of the game.
But that would be it.
Yeah, just making sure the game, it's a regulation ball. Kick it off, let's go.
Here at Emerson Channel Sports, we're constantly working on our broadcasting craft.
A glide over the canines.
Turbot crouches, reaches in.
Could go. Oh, nothing but sink.
Conquered grape jelly. He's a high stepping down the sideline for a PB&J. We love what we do.
And boom goes the dynamite.